Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We are at Midland station on a very smoky afternoon and I'm here to take 328 Wundowie service in the afternoon. Yes, I've never taken the afternoon service. I've only gone to Wundowie by bus once on the morning service and then waiting 5 hours, but it's been a while, more than 18 months. And I want to go again and see how many people use the afternoon services, including there's this one at 4:07 p.m. and then another one later at 5, but that's too late. So we're just gonna take this one and we'll see what the usage is like. Let's hop on board and go on all the crazy roads from the back. Here we are now, we just left Chidlow, sitting right at the back of the bus. It's empty except for one passenger, so clearly not very utilized. So it's so weird, because 4 p.m. the commuters aren't there yet, school students already left, so it's a really weird time for the service to run. So I really wasn't expecting many people anyway. A few used it to Stoneville and one to Chidlow, but then nothing else really. We're now here in these crazy roads. Last time when I was here I was sitting at the front, so I didn't really experience the bumpiness and shakiness that you get at the back. But now, since I've already filmed the whole route to the front in that massive 1.5 hour video which I posted, I'll link it in the corner. This is just a quick 10-minute thing, but that's where you can see the full of route 331 and 328. I actually took 331 outbound last time, so I haven't taken this outbound, although it's the same from Chidlow onwards. I don't know, I guess the next service might get a bit more usage because it's actually after work is fully over at 5 p.m. But this one is really useless, so not too bad going here in a Volvo, but imagine if an NH ended up going here. I don't think they would though. I think they'd make sure that doesn't happen, because that's a bit crazy. Even a gas bus at some point there could have been in the past. What else? Imagine an Arctic. Nah, I don't think so. Anything else cool? Not really. What about 3001? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Well, that doesn't operate here. Imagine that 3001 bus here as well would be great. Oh gosh, he's braking along. These roads are still all 80 limit though. I swear last time it was still, there was 110 somewhere. Is that only Woolaroo to Wundowie then? We're gonna pass by the most eastern stop again, which I put my stupid note there last time in January, and then I went back in by car in July and it was gone, so someone took it down. And now it's already September of the next year. That's so weird. The 6 months from January to July then feels so much longer than this 14 months since that July. Oh, look at the views. Whoa. Grass and sheep. There was so much smoke earlier, as you saw at the start of the video, but it was all just from Parkerville and Stoneville. And then now it's back to blue skies out here. There's one passenger here, as I said. Let's see if they're gonna go to Woolaroo or Wundowie. And all the stops in between on the road here, these are probably never ever used. Some of these stops have never been serviced, or like never been stopped at. Because who would be getting off somewhere like this? At Wallaroo soon. Now the last service of the day terminates at Wallaroo. It's like 6:40 though, departure from Midland, which is already so late. It's completely dark by that time, right at the moment. That one's probably really minimally used as well. I'm surprised it goes all the way to Wallaroo, and the normal route's only up to Chidlow. Everything past is counted as an extension. So like they deemed it okay to go to Wallaroo, but not all the way to Wundowie. So weird. And then I think these buses should all be stationed at Mandering Depot for these services, so they don't have to go not in service all the way back to Midland. They just go out to the main Great Eastern Highway and all the way back down, which is pretty cool. No route actually goes there in service. Of course, if you can befriend the driver, he could take you back on that, but you shouldn't be counting on that. Well, I'll be taking the TransWA coach back right now, which I was just on one yesterday, but whatever. Very cheap. It's like $8, and it's quite a good timing, departing at 6:40, although the stop's out on the main road on Great Eastern Highway, which really isn't a great place. 110 speed limit, and I'm gonna be there when it's like dark on the side of the road, but it's okay. I've already had the driver of the coach personally call me and tell me he will be stopping there, because I put my number in the booking when I booked it. And then I didn't think they'd actually use it, but just a few hours ago, or like an hour and a half ago, I got called by a random number. I'm like, what is this? Didn't pick up. And then after, he leaves a message, and like, hi, it's your driver, picking you up in Wundowie tonight. Just telling you to be there 15 minutes early, because you know how he could probably be early. And at that point he was already well over halfway through his journey from Geraldton, which he started at 11:30 a.m. And it's a very long journey all the way, arriving back at 7:40 at East Perth, that's basically a full 8 hours then, isn't it? Yes. He was on the break in between at one of the random petrol stations and called me for that. Oops. So yeah, I got the reassurance that he will actually stop, otherwise I was a bit worried. But it's probably not going to be that empty compared to how it was yesterday coming up from Mundijon, which you can go see that video I filmed on board. Okay, we looped all the way around. The roads in Wallaroo are all one way. The buses, I mean the roads are not one way, but the bus route goes one way, so at least 4 routes on the stand, 328 and 331 in both directions. The passenger did not get off, so we will now continue to Wundowie. Oh boy, nearly hit my head in the pole. Oops, this camera is terrible right now, I just realized. Actually, this is the worst seat to be sitting in right now. If something happens, there's no seat in front, and you just fly to the front, especially on these past sections. I was just saying yesterday in the coach video, I was saying, I mean, I haven't posted that at the moment, but whatever. I was saying it's crazy that the coaches have seat belts, even though they're so much heavier. So it's way safer on them compared to the lighter transport buses, which are still going to extreme places like this without seat belts. So if it crashed here, that really wouldn't be great. Well, the speed limit's still 80. Has it changed, or is my memory just wrong? I swear it was 110 before. here. Oh, 100. Okay, not 110, 100 at least. Okay, that's very fast. Yeah, this is the fastest section, but also the most poor quality and narrow road. It's so funny. With regional WA, the further out you go, the worse the roads get, but the higher the limit gets. Passengers on a random phone call now. It's so narrow. If another big vehicle comes the other way here, it's really not that great. Oh gosh, round the curve at that speed. Very loud B7 engine right there. Oh my gosh, it's so bumpy. There's actually a full shelter on the side of the road at that stop. So weird. Actually, I do remember someone got on there when I took it back in January last time, but this is already zone 6 to the east. It's so far. This is Transport's longest bus route by distance, if you exclude the circle route, of course. So far out, all the way from Midland. But definitely not by time. It can do the whole route in like an hour, which is not even that long. Sometimes 389 from Wundowie to Perth in peak hour can take a full hour as well, which is so weird for so much of a shorter distance. The actual longest route by duration, which is not the circle route, is 160 East Perth to Fremantle, which is not even that far, and still takes so long because of the crazy route that it takes. And that's 160 actually has a lot of short trips terminating at Burragoon bus station in peak, which are now being extended to go significantly further. I just mentioned this in yesterday's video as well. So there's gonna be a lot of the longer trips now. Anyway, I'll be quiet for a bit so you can listen to the engine and look at the crazy bus rattle and shake. are. This is the most eastern bus stop for TransPerth, right there. And we're here, Wundowie, left turn, and now it just needs to cover all the streets, which is so dumb because there's no one on it except that one person. Like, it still needs to loop all the way around before going to the terminus. I already filmed the routes in the other video, so I don't need to record now. I'll just film once we get off at the terminus. That was the extreme road section. Here we are. Just dropped off on this side of the road. He didn't actually loop into the stopping spot, doesn't matter. 000, he's gonna go out to Great Eastern Highway and then straight back to Mundaring Depot probably. Oh, he's checking the bus. There we go. This stop's so bad because if they loop around, they can't even stop at the stand. They have to stop in that circle. Departing. He probably thinks like, how are they gonna get back? He stared at me so weirdly. It's like, I hope they know that there is no service back. Anyway, there's another bus coming soon, but there's actually no return service for TransPerth right now. They all go Nis out. Okay, here we are. Completely dead place, as usual. No one, very silent. Here's the bus stop. Has it been replaced? I don't think so. Nah, it's been here since December 2022. Oh yeah, so actually when I came in January 23, this was only here for 3 weeks at the time. They just changed it. Before then, I think it was from like 2005 or something, like extremely old pole. Oh well, I'll just film later when we're out on the main road waiting for the TransWA. I've already walked all around the town in that crazy long video, so you can go look at that one to see what's around here. Here we are after a 3-kilometer walk along a really pedestrian, unfriendly road down there. We're now on Great Eastern Highway. It's sunset, 110 km/h speed limit, no slowing down around here. There's only one street light, although it's not on. Wundowie, 3 kilometers, Hawk Avenue. There's zero sign of any TransWA bus stop here, although it's marked on Google Maps, and as I said, we got assured that he will stop, so just around here. I wonder when was the last time anyone ever got picked up or dropped off here. This is the most crazy walk you have to do. I don't understand why it's like this. It's like a 5-minute deviation if someone actually books it, and they're probably going to be 15 minutes early anyway. Oh sorry, the camera is terrible. It's so bad. Such a terrible place to wait. I bet no one's ever done it. 1:10 with the cars coming past. And it's still 30 minutes until the scheduled time, so 15 until it's 15 before. It's gonna be quite a wait still. But yeah. We got the 5 p.m. service to Wundowie 328 over there. Just came all the way down, finished its service, and it actually comes out to Great Eastern Highway now, Nis all the way back. Right there, there's a TransPerth bus right there, but you can't get on it. It's nearly completely dark, but yeah, we should have our TransWA very soon now. There's 2 minutes until it's 15 minutes before the scheduled time. Almost perfectly on time, like 30 seconds after the scheduled time, the bus is here. It's completely dark though, so you can't see anything. Wow. That is so weird. Is he coming over here? Wow. He's so on time. He's great. Wow. That is so weird. Let's get on. Here we are, just arrived. 1 hour and 2 minutes from there to here. Not that long. But the bus is like No offense to like 90% Aboriginal people though, traveling from those really remote inland towns, because that takes a really inland route. And it was really uncomfortable because there was children screaming, smelly babies, just not very nice to be on that. Such a different experience to yesterday's trip on the empty Australian replacement, which is TransWA 3 was that one there. Yeah, so 2 coach things filmed now, but I didn't film on board that one. It's completely dark. Just a quick trip down the hill. Nothing really to show. Midland line train arriving here. Why is the board not flashing if it's already here? Or is it? Oh no, it is. You just can't see properly. Oh, okay. Which that bus just went through Midland and a few people got off, but not that many actually. Most of them came all the way, which I'm a bit surprised at. I think we're just going to be catching the same train we would have anyway if we just got off in Midland. Is there an airport one? I don't know. No, it says Perth for the next one, so it's Midland, yeah. So it's probably the same thing. Okay. Thanks for watching. Just a quick random video since I went out there again. Nothing else to show now. But yeah, by the way, all your TransWA tickets are now valid on all TransPerth services, if I didn't say that before. You can go on buses and the ferry, technically, because there's all services, not only trains like it was before, which was so bad. I don't know why that was the rule. Finally, you can just go on buses as well, for free. But it's free for students right now anyway.